Alright guys, let's see how we can build this type of functionality with Angular. So this is an accordion. What's interesting here is that we're supposed to have two sources of information. One is for the initial display of all the items, and the second one is for their details. So we are combining them in order to be displayed inside of the accordion. Let's take a look at the code. Alright, so let's suppose that we have those data sources, data list and data details. In the data list, we see that we have the date, the item is created, the name and its ID. Inside of data details, for each of the ID, we have different description. Now let's take a look inside of the component. Basically, we're using mat-accordion. And we have expansion panel, which loops through all the data of the data list. It loops through all of those items and displays the name and the date. So the values having those keys from our data list. And what's interesting is this function getDescription. Actually, we are passing the data ID to this function. So for each of the items that we have, we're looping through them, and the moment, let's say, if we are on item 2, we are passing the ID to the function getDescription. So this function getDescription accepts an ID that we are looking for. So it goes through all the data details, so this second array of objects, and it's performing a search via the find function. And whenever it finds such an ID that we've passed, so for example, if we are passing an ID of 2, we'll go to this object, and if such thing exists, so we are doing this check with the question mark, we are showing the description of the found object. If there is no such description, we are returning an empty string. And that's how we can achieve the functionality of the accordion. Of course, in the code, you can fetch those two data arrays via service. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and if you have enjoyed the information, you can subscribe to the channel for more.